My name is Frederick St. Georges, and I'm from Geek Québécois.
Hi.
Hey, Frederick.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today?
We're good.
All right, how are you?
Thank
Hey,
you.
Frederick,
So,
what does geek Québécois mean? What does geek
actually,
mean?
it's a combination of the word geek and Québécois because I'm French Canadian.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, there was a geek in there.
So my first question is for Zenobia.
Yes,
Hello. So diversity is an important subject at the moment. What were your first impressions when you knew you were portraying a family of immigrants in the MCU?
Absolutely beyond thrilled. I've played a lot of immigrants before. Kamala Khan is my 14th South Asian child.
Wow.
So I've made a career. Saagar Aamir is my 13th South Asian child. Kamala. So I've played 13 South Asian mothers before, but to have the MCU decide to do it is at a whole different level. And so all these years of putting in those mothers' roles and, you know, getting that diversity out and those stories out, but to finally see that this platform is going to make the world look at diversity in a different light. And that makes all the difference. The platform of the MCU, and that the MCU had the foresight and the wherewithal to say that this is worth putting out there. I was like, yeah, baby, this is it.
Yeah, so you're going to reach a bigger audience.
Much bigger audience, yes.
So speaking of bigger, the MCU is getting bigger pretty much every day. This question is for Mohan. By the way, I really loved your Hulk costume in the series. It was great.
It was cute, that scene, yeah.
So amongst all the different projects in the MCU, what do you think makes Miss Marvel stand out?
Everything she just said.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
It's about an immigrant family, Pakistani, that being their nationality, but they're Muslims. Okay, South Asians are all across the world, so it's not just about Pakistanis. It's about South Asian stories from across the world, and I think it's a fabulous, fabulous initiative that Marvel has taken because, hey, who else would do it better? Who else would do it better? And like you said, I mean, the audience that's going to see, it's like literally June 8th, the world will stop to see a story about an immigrant family in America, and out of which the girl turns out to be a superhero. I mean, there can be no bigger platform than this, and no bigger opportunity for it to be a blowhorn to the world that's saying that you can tell these stories too. Do it.
And because it's streaming, you know, it will be there in perpetuity. You can just, anytime you want it, it's there. And the impact of that, as opposed to like being on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock somewhere where you had to tape it in the old days, there's a massive difference in that, of the outreach, of the impact it can have.
I got one really quick question for the end. And this one is pretty much pointed out to everybody. So if you found out one member of your family had a superpower, how would you react in real life?
Go for it, Saagar.
If one of my brothers had a superpower, I would be pretty upset that it wasn't me. You know, I'd be like, "What? I worked so hard, and you got it." But I'd be happy for him. You know, I would try to use it to my advantage as much as I could. And then I'd have the most boring life because I couldn't compare to my brothers.
Thank you very much for answering my question, and congratulations for the series.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.